Alright, so I have an admission. After sitting around and mulling over the preview I gave for Les Terribles, I came to the decision that it was a little salty. In fact, it was very, very salty. Now I'm going to play that preview for you in its entirety, exactly as I recorded it, after this little mea culpa. But I just want to say that there are some good things about this ship, and I might not have mentioned them in my preview. I might not have, but at the time, I was very, very salty. I had grinded the ship, I had played it quite a bit, and I just wasn't able to make it work for me. It left a bitter taste in my mouth. So, I'm going to give you a quick pro about this ship before you hear the numerous cons that I'm going to give you. This ship can be fun, but it's derpy fun. I'm just going to go out there and mess around type of fun with this ship's blazing speed. It's not a competitive ship. It's just not in its current build-up. But some fun can be had if you don't expect too much of the ship. So I just wanted to throw this in here real quick before I get into the actual preview that I recorded earlier before I sat around and thought, hey, it sounded really bad. I have to throw something positive in there. But you know what? I'm entitled to trashing a ship every now and then, right? Keep in mind this is a work in progress, and other community contributors might feel different about this ship, so please, 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 go out and get their opinion as well. That's what we're here for. Go out there, listen to what everyone has to say about this ship, then make your decision. And of course, stay tuned for if there are changes on this ship, because I hope there are going to be. So anyhow, now we're going to get into the actual preview that I recorded earlier in its entirety. What's up, guys? NoZoupForYou here, and you are getting a look at the Tier 8 French destroyer Les Terribles. I want to give you a warning right now. This is a work in progress. Everything is subject to change. I hope it's going to change. I really do. Because I don't want this ship to wind up Les Terribles, which obviously is French for terrible. Now, just to clarify, I don't think Le Terrible is terrible. I don't think it's an inherently bad ship. I think it's just got some not very appealing characteristics to it. So what I'm going to do, instead of giving a full-fledged preview where I go into every single thing, I'm just going to give you a brief 5,000-foot overview because I have a strong feeling, or at least a hope, that this ship is going to see some changes before it makes its way into our hands for good. I really do. Now, let's talk about the big pro. Probably the selling point, or gimmick, if you will. This ship is fast. And when I say fast, I mean it's blazing fast. How fast, you might ask? 45.1 knots fast. Oh, and when you slap your Sierra mics on there, and you have your speed boost, yeah, you're looking at 54 knots. Your ship is faster than Sims torpedoes. How about them apples? Now that's not Le Terrible right there. That's actually quite good. But the problem is, all the eggs in the proverbial basket of this ship have been placed on this speed. And unfortunately, in the minds of many, they're going to want this ship to be very similar to the Hoborosk, the other speed demon in the game. So right off the bat, this ship has a lot to live up to. And unfortunately, this is no Hoborosk. In many ways, this ship is a huge letdown. Your guns are nowhere near where they need to be. You've got single turrets right there. You don't have double turrets like the Hoborosk. And another thing about these guns is they're slow. They fire very slow. It takes you 7 seconds to reload. Yes, you do get a reload booster on this, which I guess that's now the French thing, but that won't even help you in a gunfight with a Tier 9 or a Tier 10 destroyer, so you're at a disadvantage. And while yes, you can use this rapid-fire machine gun fire thing against cruisers and battleships, it's not going to do much. It's kind of pointless. The guns are really just lacking on this ship. The angles aren't good either. I don't like them. I just don't like them. Do you want me to talk about torpedoes now? Because I don't like those either. 60 knots, 9 kilometers. On paper, that's not that bad. Somewhere in between the USS Kidd and the USS Fletcher. But you've got this weird setup where you've got 3 on each side and 3 in the middle. Yeah, you can fire 6 off the port, then 3 off the starboard or vice versa. But the firing angles on these are weird as well. And with only 3 per salvo, I don't know, man. I don't know where I'm going with this. I just don't. I love destroyers. I love good destroyers. And this destroyer right now, in its current state, is somewhat of a letdown. I feel like you have to really, really, really work hard to make it work. You need a full 19-point captain to make it work as well. Really, what it comes down to, this ship doesn't know what it's trying to be. Yeah, it's super fast, but you can't cap with it, like most super fast ships. Your concealment's not that great at 7 point whatever. Yeah, you're in the 7 kilometer concealment range, so you're going to get outspotted by just about every other destroyer at tier 8, 9, and 10, save for the Russian destroyers, which are going to outgun you. I don't know what this ship is trying to be. I don't know if it's trying to be a speed demon that can sputter out round after round at the enemy, though it's not really well poised to do that because its guns, in my opinion, are just inferior. So there goes that. You can't be a speed demon firing 13.5 kilometers away like Havorosk. So, are you a torp boat? Well, no, you're not even really that either, because you're going to get spotted by the time you get close enough to any battleship that you decide to fire at going on an all-out speed dash. So, really, what is this destroyer trying to be other than Le Terrible? I don't know. I just do not know. I have not found a way to play this ship effectively. I've had some good rounds in her, but I've had to work very, very hard to have good rounds in her. So as she stands right now, this work in progress tier 8 French destroyer is a meh tier 8 French destroyer. Really, I'd rather see this as a strong tier 7 destroyer than a weak tier 8 destroyer. If they keep it as is, it's just in the wrong tier, and that's the bottom line. So, those are my thoughts on Le Terrible right now. There's a basis for something decent there, but this ship needs to find out what its purpose is, and it needs to go in a direction that makes it worthwhile, because as it stands right now, I don't think it's worthwhile. But again, it's a work in progress, so there's time to right the proverbial ship and point it in the right direction and get us something that we can enjoy, other than a speed demon that has no offensive capabilities. Anyhow, guys, that's your look at Le Terrible right now. Hope you all are doing phenomenal. I know I am. And I'll catch you all later. I am out.